And I think we're rolling. Let's drag this over here so it's out of the way. Do the quick double check. Looks like we're good. All right. Back with another Throw with the Pros live stream. Didn't do much coding over the weekend. I was up in Idaho playing Idaho States. Had a pretty good showing there. I got second in an A tier. Ended up losing to Dallin Blanchard, who is, I think as of right now, 10th highest rated person in the world, or tied for 10th highest. But second in an A tier is, I think, my best finish to date. So I was pretty stoked with that. But didn't do a ton of coding as a result. Also had my mom in town, which was great, but not conducive to coding, which is fine. But yeah, I think we're good. Is my, yep, you can see my mouse. It means we're good. Welcome back. I've been wrapping up some stuff on the courses setup. So we've got our list here. As you can tell, I was testing out a lot of courses. They're all the same, but just making sure the view was going to work if I had more courses than would fit on the screen. Click, we've still got our data shown here. Ended up breaking that and then having to fix it again. Whole ordeal. What I've been working on is this little reorder feature, which is what we're going to try to wrap up here real quick. And then once I have that done and working, we're going to start setting up tour life. I made the basic files. What we're going to do today is actually go through the views that a user is going to have to walk through to set up their season. Which I say views, it should be one view to set things up and then another view just to review details, confirm that you want to start. Because when you start, that's going to consume a tour card. You want to make sure that when you do that, you mean it. So let me, I did not want this. Where's my title at here? Course names, course press. This is not what we want. What we want this to say is reorder courses, which I guess means that all of this can be a constant. So now that says that, perfect. All right, and so this works. I can drag courses. Have running, it doesn't do anything. And so what I'm doing right now is just wrapping that up to make sure that it's actually counting. I've got this function down here that's going to do it for me. So we're going to wrap this up real quick, and then we'll jump into tour life. So I'll leave this in here for now. I don't think I even want that. I don't think we want to decode it. So this is instead going to say names. New names course is going to be equal to names course. And so basically these lists that I'm loading in here are the updated arrays after all the courses have been reordered. And so this is the same function I used to delete a course and to add a new course in. This one is actually, I think, the add a new course. Yeah, I believe so. And so we're just adjusting this file because this already has most of what I need. It's already got updating the right variables. It's got saving everything to the right file. And so it's a lot easier just to copy, paste, and edit than try to recode it from scratch. So I'm going through updating these variables. This is not the fastest way to do this, but that's okay. And then difficulties course. Okay. And then these we're just going to copy in. Try to do some copying and pasting because that's going to go a little bit faster. We should get some errors on this one. Yep. Just because it's the course names variable and not the Not the variable I actually want, but that's okay, because we're going to go copy and paste those in. I see it. All right, so now, what am I doing? Stop and think for a second. I just recreated the variables I already have. 100%. We don't want that. We don't need any of this. Update course names. So most of this is completely unnecessary. Let me make sure. Saving the JSON data to file, we need courses. Courses is equal to course info decoded. Yeah, how am I going to do that? This is going to be the hard part. Okay, so for starters, we're going to get rid of this. Let me think about this for a second. Because I don't need any of this. I can just run this code with the variables that I'm pulling in, and that will update the variable in real time. Right now, all I'm trying to think about is how do I then save the correct reordered courses to the JSON file. Because this one is definitely a bit easier. Surely there's an easy way to do this. I just haven't thought of it yet. Avoiding asking ChatGPT just yet. So I've got this. I'm going to decode it. We're then going to add a new course. I wonder if the best solution is just to run a for loop and create one of these for every single course based on the new location of them. Personal courses. Let me go take a peek at this one real quick and make sure. Course info decoded is equal to this. Course is equal to course info decoded personal. And so then it's just an array. Okay. So the next thing is just course, it's just a variable. So here's what I think we can do. I think we get rid of all of this and this and this. And that. Oh, no. Yep. I do need that one. And then I don't even think I need this list dynamic. So let's try this. Let's go for var course equals 0, course is less than names dot length, course plus course info decoded personal course it's gonna add a key is equal to, here we go. Am I gonna have to do the map thing? Course bars. Course name is equal to names course. Can I just do that? And then do that for each variable? I think that's what we're gonna try. We're gonna see if this works. I don't need this. Get rid of that. And then this is going to be course info. Okay, new idea, just to make sure I have here what is already working. I could do this, but I don't need to. So we're just gonna leave this in and then save it. I could get rid of this line and update this block. I'm just not 100% sure how to do that off the top of my head. And so at least immediately, I'm not gonna mess with it. We can get rid of this. Well, I'm gonna leave that just so I have these strings to pull from. And now we can get rid of this. Personal course. All right, and then here we just update these. Oh. Pars, distances, averages, and difficulties. All right, and I think that should be it. We're updating it here. We're updating the JSON here and saving it. I think everything should be good. But before I even start to run it, I already know what my issue is. I haven't actually called the function. Update reorder courses. Ref is good. And then that's just going to be these. And now we can run it. I think. Dismiss courses. Okay, we've got our list. We can click, no issue, reorder courses. Okay, let's go add one real quick. Testing reordering. Just so I can see the name change. Where's it at? Guys, why is it not on there? Or something about the way it was reading the courses? I don't think so. I updated the personal file, but just to include all of them. Which I guess I can delete most of them at this point. All right, we're gonna go for the old-fashioned delete and try again and see how that works. So let's stop. There we go. And uninstall. And then we'll relaunch. And hopefully that does a trick. For Tour Life Startup. So this is going to be the game plan. Select a vision. There's going to be short and long tours. I have decided that's something that I was kind of on the fence with the first app, and I did end up adding, not in an overly refined way, but essentially you're going to have the option to play through like normal tour length tournaments, if that makes sense. Pro tours are going to be 3 or 4 rounds, majors are going to be 5. And some of the more special events, finale, playoffs, match play will all vary very slightly. But for those who don't want to play the 4 or 5 round events, there's also going to be, I'm trying to remember what I decided, either 1 and 2 round or 2 and 3 rounds. You can do like 1 round or 2 round pro tours or 2 round or 3 round majors. Just speed the season up a little bit. The payouts are going to be slightly less for less rounds just because you're doing less work. Not doing the marathon of the 4 or 5 round tournaments, but it won't be that much less, and you'll still be able to play through the full season. The only thing that will change will be the payout amounts, but that'll be, I think, fair. You can probably do 2 full tour seasons on the shorter length, and the same amount of time it'll take you to do 1 season on the longer length. And so even if the payouts are half of what they are, you're still going to be earning the same amount of currency in the same amount of time. So that's going to be the plan. But this finished loading in. Let's pop this open. So I went and deleted all of them but 2. So we've got our 2. Testing, reorder. Next step. This was just working. Why is it not? Dang it. Add course to personal list. Update. Why is it not updating? Watching this provider, and then we're reading course names provider. What is it not like here? I can't test the reordering if it's not working. I mean, I guess we can do it this way, and then I can try to fix that. It's really annoying. I don't think I changed any of that code. I mean, I'm sure I did. Otherwise, I don't know why it wouldn't be working. I know that's a minor issue. That's easy to fix. It's just going to take me a little time, and I won't do that live. So we'll just hard code a new course in and then try to reorder and see if that'll do the trick. It is reading the right information in, so everything's working. Just up until this point, something's going wrong. That's probably a good question for ChatGPT. I can probably go through this a lot faster than my print statements will. Loading, here we go. All right, let's give it a go. Okay, so clearly this is not updating properly. So I'll fix that, but it is reordering, which is great. Okay. More or less works. There's always something to fix. I wonder, because it's showing, you know what I bet I do? Is this? Where's my text at? Is that? I bet that fixes that issue. think that was just a utilizing, whoa. Not to the shop, utilizing the wrong variable there. Reorder still did save though. That one's surprising. I am showing the right temp course names. I am setting the state, so it should be updating. Container, list tile, temp course names. That one's interesting. That's where the text is coming from, is that right there. And it is now assigned to the variable that is being forced to update via this. Well, is there anything else I'm missing here? I hate how this is how Flutter formats the for loops. Like if something is on one line, I want to see it on the whole line. I don't. Why are we breaking up a for statement into 3 separate lines? I feel like this is much easier to read. I can very clearly tell what's a part of the for loop. Still showing. All right. Child. Why are you not updating? That one doesn't matter, but technically a little bit more correct, I think. That course names. Is it because it's in this one? But I'm calling courses set state too, so that doesn't make sense. Let's just try this and see if this does the trick. That did do the trick. Well, okay, sure. We will leave it up here for now. I think that shouldn't necessarily be necessary. Put it on the same line, come on. But we'll do what works for the time being, absolutely. Where is my, here we go. Let's get rid of that line. All right, so for whatever reason, add course is having issues now, which I'll go mess around with after this. But the reordering is working. Man, that's gonna bug me. Let me do a quick scan. We're gonna see if I can figure out what is wrong here. Add to list. So in add to list, add course. Why is add not working? Good. 17 holes. Next step. These are fine. Go to review. So when I click add to list, that code is running. Add to list. It is not getting added. Oh, here we go. We are getting an error. This dynamic is not a subtype of type. List. And surely that's this right here. All right, let's just, for the sake of my sanity, we're gonna pop this into ChatGPT, see if it'll tell me what the quick fix is for that line. And then we'll stop. I should have, when it wasn't working, just immediately looked for the error message, because I'm sure it was popping up and I just didn't notice it. Let's see what we got. Personal courses. For loop where you're reading the JSON data right here. Properly typecast. So it wants me to do that. Oh, is it? I think it's those. Because what is it? List, int. So it seems like it's hitting the arrow when it gets to the par item, because names and locations are not that. Okay. And I feel like I ran into this issue previously and somehow got rid of the code that worked, because adding courses was certainly working. I'm pretty sure I did that during a live stream, or demonstrated it. Did I miss the parentheses? There we go. Get the parentheses here. I don't need the semicolon. And then I should not need it for difficulties. I think so. All right. Quick test. This would be great if that fixed it. I didn't even actually copy the ChatGPT code, so hopefully I did that right. I've had that issue already once. Is it working now? You'll find out. Still the same error. New error, at least. A double is actually a null. That is just a better way to do that. I've gone through this before. I feel like in part of my editing code, I somehow reverted back to what I've done. Definitely did. All right, we are going to, for the sake of speed, just copy this. New course names, add. All of that is working exactly the same. Hopefully this works here. Yeah. So it's essentially getting rid of my if statement. It's initializing these as just empty arrays. And then, man, that formatting just trashes the for loop. Like, how is that easier to read? Annoying. Let's do a quick take real quick. See if that did indeed fix the error. How about now? What do we think? I don't see an error. Haha. Boom. All right. Good to go. Now, we're going to fix this formatting because this is absolutely terrible. Terrible. There's probably a better way to fix the formatting, but like, if there is a like use case for this formatting being helpful, then I would love to hear it. For me, it just absolutely drives me crazy. And it's my fault for using format selection. I'm the one who, I know it's going to format it this way, so I shouldn't have done that, but I forget that it does it sometimes, and I was thinking it would be easier than auto-indenting everything myself. But now I wish I would have just auto-indented it. Is that right? Two double. Doesn't seem to like two double. Did I do that right? Seems to think so. Let's do a quick rerun, make sure I'm not getting any errors. Nope, we're good. Can I now reorder? But how about now up top? Boom. All right, let's go make that pop out of the out of this, and then we're good. Where's my navigator pop? That's what we need. And now take me way down here. Navigator of courses context. Okay, and so the point of that being that now if I hit confirm, it should actually close out of that. Reorder courses. Let's put it in third. Whoa. Oh. Funny. All right, this code I'm running every time a course is dragged. I need to do it only when the button is hit. That might have been part of my issue initially. I don't know what the heck that's doing there. Let's try this, make sure that still functions as intended. Dismiss, courses, dismiss. All right, let's put, how about now up top, test reorder at the bottom. Beautiful. Okay. Everything works. Everything works. Everything's fine. Exactly as we wanted. Now, tour lifetime. So we don't have... I haven't finished my coding of in-app purchases yet, and I do think that I have the tour life button tied to the purchase being completed. But because the code doesn't fully work, become a pro. No, not that one. Because it doesn't fully work, we're not getting the tour life button. Yeah, so this and. So let's just do this. Okay. So now we should update and have the tour life button. Yep. Which currently just goes to the main menu, which is fine. What we want to do is make that instead go to our setup page, which is actually not going to be totally unrecognizable from the view that we're using to create a tournament. So this view, we're going to have some of the same kinds of selections here. So I might just copy that code and use that as our baseline. And I think I will. It is not too many lines of code to edit. So we're going to copy that. Let's close this out, make everything a little cleaner here. Course management, we don't need any of these. All I need is tour life. So let's call this season setup. Yeah. Season setup. Boop. Now let's do some editing. Season setup. Season setup state. Okay, that should be a good start. And a lot of this we are not going to need. But I think it'll be easy just to code it all in, and then Flutter will tell me which variables aren't being used. And then I can close those out. Delete them. Okay, should be good. We are going to, I'll just do it since I'm thinking about it. We have our season setup, and then we're also going to have season setup review. Which is going to be a page that basically reviews all of the selections that you made and make sure that you're ready to start the season. And then that will take you to the Tour Life main menu. Yeah, let's go through here. Let's get our connections all set up just so I have them. Let's just create them up here. Season setup name, Tour Life season setup, season setup review name, Tour Life season setup review. Okay, then we'll come down here, do our usual so that we can actually navigate to these new views. I need to actually create it in season setup first. So let's do that. This one is probably going to resemble the round finished page ish. Tour Life round finish. This is just a standard. Let's go to the normal round finished. Copy this guy. And season setup review can mimic this. Season setup review. Season setup review state. Okay, and yeah, we can leave that one there for now. And then this season setup name, Tour Life season setup name. Season finished. Yeah, that's fine. Tour Life season setup review name, and then Tour Life season. This is just season setup. Setup and season setup review. Okay, that should be all we need there. So now we can navigate to those pages. Season setup. Okay. So I think we're probably going to try to get the season setup mostly in there, and then we'll call it for the night. Low division availability, we'll probably want to keep that in. We can tweak that one in a minute. We want to keep this in. Yeah, a lot of this is going to be reusable. Tour season creation. Let's call it plan your season. Plan your tour. Maybe plan your tour. Okay. Let's go ahead and plug this in just so I don't have to on pressed. If do I have a tour life? Tournament variables, I do. So here, this is gonna change, isn't it? Maybe it won't, maybe it won't. Static var current event equals 0. So when a tour life is created, we'll update that to 1. Otherwise, it's going to be 0, and then I can use that to determine whether a season has already been started. Yeah, like that? Think so. I think I like that. Variable management, tour, life, tournament, variables. Ta-da. Works just fine. Oh, nope, I wanted that view still. And then here is our error. Did I just get rid of something? No, it's still there. Oh, it's defined in both. The keys are defined in both. Because it didn't actually change the names. Yep. It's not gonna like that. So we gotta throw. This isn't gonna be annoying at all. Going and updating these so that they're actually tracked separately and not using the same key, which would be unfortunate. I think I would have figured that one out pretty quick, but it's one of those things that needs to happen at some point. Might as well do it right now while I'm thinking about it, because otherwise there's a decent chance I'll forget and then wonder why my tour life tournaments are matching all of the information from the regular event. Is ta-da. Okay. It does not like these. That. place, go away, competitors, pin position tracker, number of holes, competitors with users, score totals with user, number of competitors, course difficulty, I was gonna say I didn't already accidentally copy that one, did I? I don't think so. And is a spot enabled key. Okie dokie. Let me get rid of that one now. What was I actually doing? Main menu. Oh, right here. This is what I was doing. Okay. Tour life tournament variables dot current event is equal to 0. Else. So if it's equal to anything other than 0, that means the season exists. It has been created. Whoops. And at that point, we can just go to the main menu. But if it doesn't exist, we want to go to the season setup. So I've got that. Now we're actually going to navigate to the right view. All right, and then we will pull up the game plan here. So first we're going to select the division and then length of tournaments. So course creation here. Do I need a wheel view? I don't think so. I think for the sake of simplicity, let's just go ahead and delete everything up until that point. Probably except for the sized box. Whoa, 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 whoa. Up to here. Delete that, and then we've got our segment and controller here. On value changed. So tier, the tour, really nothing is going to change based on the selection of the division. Possible divisions we can go and update. So this initial state, if rewards dot tour cards available div equals true. Don't even need that. Possible divisions dot length is equal to all divisions. That actually should be fine as is. I think so. Excuse me. I don't actually need current division progress, so this can just be all divisions. And then we can delete these two lines. I shouldn't need to read from that. We'll get rid of that. Don't think I need it for the time being. Get rid of these print statements, don't need them. These should all be running just fine. So division should update properly, and then this should work. So select division int on value changed I. This is fine. Update tiers available, we don't need because we're not updating tiers based on the division in this. There's no selecting number of rounds. There's no. Okay. So we should have division selected. Length of tournaments, short or long. So that one can be the toggle. So let me go find a toggle and then we'll copy that. Row. Let's just go pull it from, well, maybe just the settings, because I already kind of have what I want in that. Not app management, user management, settings. Toggle. It's not the units one that I want. It's not that one. I guess those are the only ones I have, isn't it? No, we can actually use this one. This one is fine. All right, let's copy the row. Then we'll back out of this. And in season setup, underneath that, we're going to throw this. Obviously, we've got some errors because the variables don't add up. Text. Kind of just want that to be above. Where do I have this already? I want the little info symbol. Where do I have that at? Is that in the shop? Or at a course? Is that where I have it? These guys. That's what I want. So course management, I do want this open. Add a course. Then I need a row. Here we go. Center. Copy this. Just so I can explain in the app what short and long seasons are. So above that size box, we want this. Season length. Constant. And then we'll just put this as short season versus long seasons, just to convey that. And then right below it, we'll have our toggle. Throw a little bit of a buffer in here. Just a little bit. I could do that with padding too, but we'll chuck that in there for now. And then here, I don't need the text, so we can get rid of that, we can get rid of this. I can actually get rid of the row, we can just do the toggle switch. That would be much cleaner and easier coding. So let's do that. Let's make it easy. All right, minimum width is 80 times 0.5. We don't have screen width in this one. Do I have it in here? I do. Let's pull that guy in here. Oh, I do have it. I just commented it out. Initial label index should be 1. Because that's fine. That doesn't need to be saved or attached to anything. These we can leave. Let's go short, and then we want it to auto default to long. do I have a variable already set up for course or tour length? I need to create some more of these for the ones I already did. So TL current event key event const TL tour length key okay. And then where's current event? Static var tour length equals long. Yep. Okay. Save. Then on toggle of index, if index equals 0, tour life tournament variables is equal to short tour length. And I'm not importing the file yet, so that's my issue here. Didn't need to go back down to our bugs here. I wonder, do I need to update that or can I just get rid of it? We'll find out. Long. Save unit of measurement. I don't need to do that until the season starts. All right, ideally that just works. Okay. So we've got our tour length, and then another toggle whether course selection is manual or automatic. So here I basically just need the exact same thing. This one we can throw here. Course selection automatic equals, let's set it equal to false at first. I think I prefer that one. We can actually just make this easier and set it equal to a number, just so I can update the index easier. No, we can do it, that's fine. Yeah, leave it as a number, okay. Leave it as a number. We have our toggle here with the center. And so now I need another one of those. Height 20, and then paste. And then course selection. Explain manual versus automatic course selection. I don't think I need to do that live on stream. We can type that in later. We want to default it to manual, automatic, selection automatic. If index is equal to 0, course selection automatic is equal to 0. We don't need this. It's equal to 1. Okay. And then we have selecting all the courses. So let's go ahead and just delete most of the rest of this code because we do not need it. We don't need to bind AcePot. We don't need this right now. And then the elevated button is going to be the last thing we need. So we're going to delete most of this, hopefully, I think up to here. Whoa. Give me a little format here. Oh, it's gonna ruin all of my formatting already. So if course selection automatic is equal to 0, which would make it manual, then we want to give them the option to add courses. Otherwise, we don't. Then I just have to think about how I want the course setup to work. Or am I getting errors right now? Just here. I passed it. This guy's giving us an error. Is it just because I have this? No. Elevated button. That's the elevated button. Oh, it was within something else. I see what the issue is. Okay. So I think I can just get rid of this. And we're good. Yeah. Alright, it's gonna bug me. Format it. Really, it puts it at the same level. That's not annoying at all. Let's just get rid of all of this anyways. And here I will be formatting it how I want it to be formatted, because that's the way it should be. Go to review screen. All right, let's do a little reload. Let's test this out. So we have a tour card in one of the divisions, which is just MA4. So let me make sure that's the way I have it set up, so that that's pulling through. Tour cards available, yeah. So true is the first one. We're at MA4. I do need the value. Okay. Let's go fix that one and then we'll call it a night. Tour life here, so let's just go. We've got course selection automatic, var, tour, season, tour length, index equals 1. Yeah, short, long. Tour length, index, tour length, index equals 0. Tour length index equals 1. And now that should work as intended. Tour life. Okay. I didn't get it all set up, but that's it's definitely some forward progress. Certainly could have been worse. It's fine. a little bit of a gap there. Okay, and then the only thing that's going to be left to add once you select those is to determine courses for every tour season. And so the way that I decided to do this and what I'm going to code in is that if you want to, at the start of the tour, you can assign a course to every single round of every single tournament. So if you're playing your first pro tour and it's a 3-round tournament, you can go select whatever 3 courses you want to play that tournament in. And I think that is for the people who want to kind of plan ahead and kind of have like a fun, full tour schedule set before they ever start. Kind of take the choice out of it at the end. You start the tour and you know exactly where every tournament's going to be, just like a pro tour season. And yeah, so you kind of set everything before. You'll have the option to edit courses if you need to. Just, you set up your tour season and then 3 weeks later a course is closed down for construction or something. You want to be able to change it. Or if you just don't want to play that course. So you'll be able to edit it. But then there's also going to be automatic, which is going to randomly assign all the courses for you. And then you'll still be able to edit them. But for those wanting to do a little more randomness, you'll have that option as well. So that's the intent. Code the course selection in, and then the tour season would start. So you can come in if you want to. I'm just finishing up. That is going to wrap it up for this live stream, though. So we'll finish up the tour setup. We got the courses working for the most part. The only thing else I'm going to change here is the ability to edit courses, but that's not a huge concern. That's something that'll be in there before release, but right now, worst case scenario, if you really want to, you can always delete a course, which I'm now realizing that button's not there. You can delete a course and add a new one instead of editing it, so we'll get that fixed. But yeah, we got courses, we got tour life. Keep charging ahead. Thanks for everybody who finds this after the fact.